OTF on the fly. That's just how it's going to be. As I drink my Celsius energy drink, I probably would prefer coffee, but got them Celsius on deck. Trending. I kind of feel like a sports story. So what is trending with the Associated Press? Let's see. Let's click Associated Press. I like sports. Well, I don't like sports, but I prefer doing sports decodes. This looks interesting. Stephen Colbert says CBS is ending his late show in May 2026. This Mike Williams, this looks good over here. Chargers wide receiver Mike Williams decides to retire from NFL at age 30. That looks solid. I see an 81 on the jersey. How many Mike Williams has there been? How many Mike Williams has there been in the NFL? At least two prominent NFL players named Mike Williams. I swear there's been more. So look, it looks like this dude retired after 8 seasons. We get that 8 again. I just did a on the fly, and Emma Watson, the character from Harry Potter, she was going 8 miles over the speed limit, and Harry Potter, H is the 8th letter of the alphabet. And her character in Harry Potter, her name started with an H as well. As you can see, or you can hear me, I'm typing and speaking on the fly doing a breakdown here. Yeah, Emma Watson, 8 miles over speed limit, said she lost her driving privileges. You see that right there? 38 in a 30 zone. And look, she's 35 years old. 3 plus 5 is 8. Oh my God, look. I missed that on the fly as well. Look, July 31st, 7 plus 31 is 38. Jesus Christ. But let's catch that 8 right there. So 8 miles over. So there's another 8. Harry Potter, H the 8th letter. That's nice right off the bat. Mike Williams, okay? Let's look at the character. Let's go over here. Here's the character. I don't even have a YouTube tab up. We want to hear a YouTube, a short or something on this. So let's see. Can we knock this out in 20 minutes or under? That would be the goal. Let me click on the right account here. And I'm going to share. Let's go over here. Share this tab right here. And let's click Mike Williams retires. And let's watch a little video or a little short on this first. All right. Retires after. Oh, he retires right after signing with the Chargers. Let's click.
What? Mike Williams just informed the Chargers that he's retiring? Mike Williams just signed back with the Chargers this past offseason on a 1-year deal. They did place him on the PUP list just a couple of days ago, but now he's just deciding to retire. I thought a reunion with the Chargers was going to be great for Mike Williams and resurrect his career, but instead, he just pulls a Shaquille Barrett. I'm telling you, playing for the Jets really takes a toll on these players. That and rehabbing from injuries constantly, because it seems like Mike Williams has always been rehabbing from injuries, just like Andrew Luck. He was probably sick of just continuously rehabbing, and now he just decides to just hang it up. But Mike Williams officially steps away from the NFL at 30 years old, spending 8 seasons in the league, 7 with the Chargers, the team that drafted him, half a season with the Jets, and another half with the Pittsburgh Steelers. But hey, Chargers fans,
This TikTok era that's infested YouTube, man, this shit is cringe. Very cringe, right? So let's pull up Mike Williams now. When's his birthday? Let's see. Mike Williams. So he's got that 81. His jersey, or his birthday is October 4th. And he's got the 81 on the jersey. 8 years, so you get another 8. Remember, Trump equals 88 in the language. And when is this news? TJ Watt's got a contract up there. Okay, so he's retired. He's age 30. His agent, Tory Dandy, told general manager Joe Ortiz on Wednesday night, hours before the Chargers became the first NFL team to open training camp Thursday, Williams signed a $6 million one-year deal in mid-March to return to the Chargers for his second stint with the team. On Monday, he was placed on the physically unable to perform list with an undisclosed injury. 2 days later, called it quits. Played 8 seasons, stints with the Jets and Steelers. Okay. And then they give us a few more paragraphs, but they're giving us Wednesday. Okay, so we are going to go to the Gematrinator date calculator. So Wednesday what was Wednesday? The 16th, and his birthday is October 4th. Oh, it's magic. Yes. Not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. 81 day span from this announcement to his birthday is an 81 day span. He's got the 81 on the jersey. You love it? And I have a feeling I want to see that 81. There, you see the 81 right there. I have a feeling that that's not the last 81 either. Isn't that awesome? That's amazing, right? And do you see the 11-4 as I'm gathering a picture over here? Man, this shit takes too long to load, man. Do you see the 11-4? I think it's in the top right there. That's Diddy's birthday. November 4th. So that's that 114 right there. Not saying Diddy connects to this story. But how about that? Isn't that awesome? Right away. As I'm just like putting this pic together over here. That's just brilliant right there. Let's go like that. Okay. So now you can kind of see what I have over here. Decoding 101. Look at over here. So you look at that 81 on his jersey right there. Isn't that amazing? And an 81 day span from the news Wednesday to his birthday. Look at that, man. Isn't that wild? And they're saying his agent told the GM, Joe Ortiz, on Wednesday, hours before the Chargers became the first NFL team to open training camp. Look at that, with that 81 day span right there. Wednesday to his birthday. Look at how awesome. And that's the same as 11 weeks, 4 days. And that's that Diddy birthday. So let's get a few more connections. And hell yeah, we're solid. Wow, look at that, man. Woo! So his upcoming birthday, October 4th, leaves 88 days in the year. And remember, he played 8 seasons and is now retired. With the birthday leaving 88 days? And the Emma Watson connection with the 8 hitting in that breakdown. 8 miles over the speed limit. Age 35, 3 plus 5 is 8. Trending, Harry Potter, H, the 8th letter. Her character's name started with H in Harry Potter. Isn't that? That's awesome, man. Isn't that amazing? And, that's interesting because we have a Deshaun Watson, with that Watson last name in the NFL. Is he still in Cleveland? Is that Keenan Allen right there with the 13? But there's the 81 right there. Freaking awesome. So let's hit the Gematrinator calculator. I really think that there's more 81s with the Chargers. Let's see. And Los Angeles is big with 81. Remember Kobe Bryant with the Lakers scored 81 points in 2006, a career high. I think that should have been his career high if I remember correctly. That's a lot of points, right? Kobe had 81 points as a member of the Lakers against the Toronto Raptors, and Kobe Bean Bryant equals 81, right? Los Angeles Chargers, Los Angeles Lakers. This 81 connection. I really think that we have another 80. Look at that. Woo! All of that connects. Los Angeles Chargers. Look at this when we get rid of the reverse cipher. Look at that. 188. Look at it from right to left. 881, like 81. Check that out. In reduction, 80, and in reverse reduction, 100. Like freaking 81, y'all. You cannot recreate this energy. 3 out of the 4 base ciphers, you get that 80. I still think there's another 81 right on the money with this team, but we don't even need it at this point. You see that reduction cipher right there? Straight up numerology. Look, you see reverse reduction with the alphabet in reverse. And that's kind of like a knockout right there. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely do want a couple more connections. That is amazing, man. Yeah, and they'll probably pull up different Mike Williams as well. Let's just put Chargers. Isn't that awesome? I mean, it's always going to be exciting. And I didn't even put his name in there yet. Right? So let's put a few more things over here. I don't know why I'm thinking there's another 81. We got that right there. Let's put Mike. Mike's got the 25, and he retires in the year 25. Let's put Mike Williams. Whoa, let's spell it right. Look, oh my. Was it Kirk Cousins? You like that? Do you like that right there? Look at that. 188. Again, from right to left. 881 like 81. Look at this. 80. You get the 8s and the 1s all across the board. Isn't that amazing? Hold on. Does Williams have 118? And Williams has 118, y'all. This is something else right here. I don't know what it is, but what I can say, these are all facts right here. With the language, you can't change this. You can't poo-poo on the language because it was the first thing they taught us. Wasn't it in school, like the alphabet? Let me know if I'm wrong, or how to treat people. Look at that. Let's make this big real quick. Look at this. Look at that. 81-day span from this news to his birthday. 81 on the jersey. Los Angeles Chargers equals 188, 80, and 100, like 81. Mike Williams, 188, kind of like 81. And the 80 You get another 8. Williams, 118. Look at it from right to left. 811 like 81. It's all it is amazing. That's completely amazing, man. Michael K. Williams. We're about done. Man, can it be that easy? So, even without that span, look at where is it with the 80s? Let's go back over here. So 80 days before his birthday, Mike Williams equals 80. Los Angeles Chargers equals 80. So even without the span, and don't forget, he played 8 seasons and his birthday leaves 88 days in the year. And, that's including both days. So it's an 81-day span, but it's 80 days before his birthday. And you saw how we just connected that. And that's, again, it's another 8 right there. Even look at how this connects to California. Notice how 80 days is the same as 2 months, 18 days. That's Dr. Dre's birthday. And California equals 218. Isn't that amazing? All of this stuff hits with California. California, there's the 182. California equals 88. More 8s. And then that's Dr. Dre's birthday. Another California connection. As California equals, look at that, man. Even Dr. Dre equals 65. California equals 65. I know I've brought that up before. Isn't that awesome? I think that's pretty awesome. I mean, what? I don't even think there's anything else, y'all. We got the team. I mean, we can put like retire, and he retires at age 30. I don't know. Was there a 30 in there? We don't need it. You know what I'm saying? We don't need it. I'm just taking a look. Okay. Let's just put retire and retires. Retire, retires. Does anything pop out? Retiring. Retiring. Look at that. Well, you get 100 retiring in Los Angeles Chargers. That's not amazing. Well, you do get that 161 and the 116 also. But that's not a super connection there. So that's pretty cool. Let me try to control my enthusiasm here. Let's watch another short on this news.
Wait a minute. Get it how you...
No, we can't listen to Lil Wayne or whoever that is.
We have bombshell news because Mike Williams just retired from the NFL, and it could be a huge blow for the LA offense. This is Daniel Wade here from Locked On Chargers, coming to you with the surprising move that Mike Williams is retiring after 8 seasons, and that is bad news for the Chargers offense, who now have a very inexperienced wide receiver room. Outside of journeyman Jalen Reagor, the elder statesman in the room is third-year wide receiver Quentin Johnston. But more than that, they brought Mike Williams in for a specific purpose after their struggles last year, to be a ball winner on the outside as a ex-receiver, and to ease second-round pick Trey Harris, who's holding out with a contract dispute, into the NFL. Now, that process has to get expedited. They have to get him on the...
Sweet. What was the Chargers' record last season? Chargers' record last season. 4-12. What's this? 2015? San Diego? Los Angeles Chargers record last season?
Here's information from jt-sw.com.
24, man. I don't care about 2021. 11-6. We had the 161 and the 116 in there. So that's a solid record. Is that it, y'all? You know, and just another 81. RITUAL 81 and 81 in two ciphers. You see that 27 right there? His upcoming birthday, the 277th day of the year. Like 27. Like 27. Even Michael K. Williams equals 272. You get the 2 and you get the 7 in there. And that's awesome. You know? Okay, so just a little recap here before we get out of here. You know, 81-day span from this announcement to the birthday. Michael K. Williams, wide receiver of the Chargers, no longer. 81-day span, 81 on the jersey. You get the 188, the 80, the 100, 188, 80, 118. 88 days remaining in the year with his upcoming birthday. More eights. He played 8 seasons. And then how it connects to Emma Watson with that trending story. There's more 8s. I just didn't, I'm not going to go scrounge them all up. But remember, H is the 8th letter of the alphabet. Any decoders out there? So that was easy. Chargers wide receiver Mike Williams decides to retire from NFL at age 30. And if I missed it, maybe it is what it is. I'm not seeing a 30 anywhere in there. I'm not trying to scrounge around and look for one. Even this 11-week, 3 days, the same as 80 days, this announcement before his birthday, Kobe Bryant equals 113. So there's another connection with the Lakers and the Kobe 81-point game. There's that 81 again. Ooh, the Raptors scored 104 points in that game where Kobe scored 81, and that's Mike Williams' birthday, 104, October 4, and that's a mic drop. Until next time.